And here we are at Greentooth Jungle, and I'm going to try and redeem myself from my absolutely ridiculously bad casting of that last game. But let's just have a quick look at what we've got here. We have Tex and we have HoLyHammer. Probably two of my favourite players of all time. And if that isn't good enough, we've got the Warp Spider versus the Chaos Sorcerer, which are absolutely my favourite heroes of all time. So I just grabbed this as soon as I saw it, and you can just see the Warp Spider popping all around the map. Now, this is an extremely large map, and we have two teleporting heroes, but there is no doubt that the Warp Spider is able to cover more ground and cover it faster. Now, Tex is in a real problem here. I mean, he's going to be loading up tax, obviously, and he'll need at least 2 tacks, which is what he's getting to deal with the Banshees, because these melee squads are ridiculously powerful. And I just don't know if he's going to be able to control the map control that is given to us by HoLyHammer. He's really just not going to have that power. Ooh, he's going for a really early quick gen bash. That is quite interesting. The other Banshees are coming in. He is supported. This could be bad. Boom! He does get the explosion off, which forces the Banshees out. And here comes the CSMs. And using that brilliant move to make the CSMs invisible so they could get further in position and drive off those scouts and bash back onto the power. Very nice move. HoLyHammer, meanwhile, is not getting a 3rd unit, which usually means a Shuriken Cannon, but instead he's going for a 2nd Guardian Squad, which is a much better choice in my opinion. HoLyHammer, of course, a bit of an expert, which means that we're going to see some crazy grenading probably. He has already got battle equipment on one of his squads. And here's the... Whoa! What's going on? Whoa, what's going on? Fuck, my mouse isn't working. There we go. And here you can see the Warp Spider and just the amount of control he has. No one can really do anything. And beautiful use of Worship once again, except he's going to have to get out of there. He just does not have the unit count. Oh no! That's the end of that. Bye-bye. Awesome retreat pass, says Tax. And oh well. I mean, he did hit retreat here, so if it retreated that way, like his other unit, he would have been safe. That's a pretty bad loss for Tex. I mean, this is, when you're playing at this caliber with these kind of opponents, like Holy and Tex, you just can't make those kind of fuck-ups. And the thing is, and it's one of the big problems with this game, a lot of competitive people complain about, is nice teleport. Looks like he did not get suppressed even, but they complain about the fact that there are some random events that you just can't control. But it looks like, and that pathing is a problem with that. 2nd CSM coming out. I think this is a good choice. Teleport goes off. It's really hard to cast the Warp Spider and a Chaos Sorcerer with the double teleport. But if he does not get out of there soon, there we go. We do have the grenades for battle equipment on both his, and yeah, so that's a very heavy tier 1. We're probably not going to see any more units for Holy. He will be completely able to control the map with these 3 units, and it's really going to be up to how... Oh, Jesus Christ, fuck. Man, summer's just hit Australia, right? So I'm surfing in the morning, and I'm getting a bit of a cold because we're having, all the freaking Antarctic... the Antarctic air came up and it's freezing. Anyway, whatever. In the mornings. But it gets really hot really quickly. And now I've got a cold. And I've lost my train of thought. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I know. Fucking HoLyHammer and Tex. Oh, yeah. Let's see what the hell's going on. Yeah, I actually think that CSMs is a good choice here. Because, I mean, they are slower. But the thing is, you're not going to win the map control against a warp spider. Regardless. These guys should get into melee range. And they do. But now it's time to get the hell out of there. Because there come the Banshees. And they're going to get forced off again. And that's the thing. So I think it's a good choice to go CSM. They are slower, but you're not going to get map control anyway. You can see their hero units are just teleporting all over the place, trying to keep the capping going. But the CSMs can take more punishment. And that's really going to make a difference. Being able to tie up the units longer. Looks like he doesn't know what to do with these heretics. A nice little fake out. And here comes the CSMs. Nice. The Doom Blast is such an underrated ability. And there comes a little champion. And Tex is heading into tier 2 a little bit earlier. So we're not quite sure what he's going to be doing. I would say I'm not quite sure what to do. I mean, Eldar, it's a very hard race to play, but it actually has counters for pretty much everything. If he goes mech, I mean, this guy, the Warp Spider's can call in Warp Spiders as part of Red Wreck. You know, so it's very easy to get multiple Warp Spiders on the field, and they can handle your... Ooh, they're going to have to escape now. Beautiful work using the... Ooh, that was actually surprising. I thought that they'd be able to force off here. Probably should have run in and done a grenade. Good. Nice. Really, really nice work by Tex. Instead of retreating, running through the grenade to get under the attack. Here comes the first Blood Crusher. Yeah, well, what I was saying is, like, the Warp Spider, he can really punch out, you know, like, they can punch out these, the Warp Spider monsters or whatever. Which means it's very, very possible for them to switch incredibly quickly into incredibly strong anti-vehicle. But then again, what he's got on the field now is very anti-personnel. So it's really hard to react to the to the Eldar's gameplay, because they have so many options so quickly, and they, especially when they're being played by someone like Holy, who can just, you know, get that map control so easily. I mean, Tex is doing a fantastic job, but his real course of action here is overwhelming numbers, which is what he's trying to do. It's a real shame he lost that Chaos, that second heretic, but he should be really pushing to try and outbuild, because Holy's units are very, very expensive. He does not have heretics to support this Blood Crusher, which is really not a particularly good way to go. He does have getting 2 out, and here comes the first Warp Spider. And as I said, Warp Spiders are excellent anti-vehicle personnel. Looks like that second Blood Crusher was an accident. He has already cancelled it. Probably a wise decision, as I said, because he's going into the Warp Spiders. These guys are in a bit of trouble. And once again, just capping away with those other units. We have no upgrades on the CSMs yet, which is allowing him to get into that early tier 2. Chaos doesn't really get out of tier 2 much, so I'm not quite sure exactly what he's planning to do now. These Warp Spiders are going to be in a lot of trouble. Oh! That was probably a wise decision to pull away the Blood Crusher just in case that grenade went off. But there was an opportunity there. If he managed to force a retreat, because they did just teleport, He probably could have hit a few in the melee on the retreat pass, which would have really damaged him. Whoa, out comes a Chaos Dreadnought. That's actually kind of brilliant. You know, I never would have thought of that. Like I said, I really have a problem with Eldar AV, but one of the true facts is that you don't see a lot of Bright Lancers in mid to late game, which means that if he's not spending the rep on getting multiple Warp Spiders, this Dreadnought could actually do a lot of damage. Oh, is he going to go down? Where's the grenade? Oh, there he goes. No grenade needed. And Hammer just seems to be on top of everything. He's just playing so well. Looks like he's switching to Power Blades, turning him into a melee hero, which of course is a good answer to these Blood Crushers. Blood Crusher, I keep forgetting that he cancelled that one, Blood Crusher. Boom! Oh my god, doesn't even bother moving them. And there you can see the strength of Chaos Marines and one of the reasons why they excel against Eldar. And that is, once they level up a bit, they can take a grenade in the face, absolutely no worries. This Blood Crusher is going to go down if he's not careful. Oh no. Wow, that was incredibly lucky. Yeah, and there goes the Warp Spider, and already the Chaos Dreadlord has paid for itself. Still no war gear on the Chaos Sorcerer. Oh, look at that Dreadlord just fucking up someone. Didn't even see where that person was. And Tex looks like he's on a bit of the back foot now, which is a little bit unusual for him. And here you can see that immense DPS and that slow down attack. But of course, without an actual long range weapon, it's really not going to work. He has popped that Blood Rage factor, but of course you lose control. And so while this guy's chasing after... Oh no... Absolute terrible mistake there by Hammer. So what happens when you hit Blood Rage, right? The unit basically becomes controlled by the AI, which means that you can use classic, real basic kiting behavior that you do in single player mode. And he was kiting perfectly fine with those. Oh, is he going to just sacrifice this guy here? He is tying up his whole forces and using this opportunity to cap the entire map, which is pretty damn awesome. I think he's just going to sack this, but Hammer's not falling for it and sending troops out to stop the map capping. And, oh, how was that? Oh, that was awesome. Very, very tricky. Use the Chaos Sorcerer Global to teleport all units to the Chaos Sorcerer and save that guy at the last minute. I've actually never seen that work used in that particular way. That was brilliant. Whoa, and here goes the end of that CSM squad. Does he have the teleport? Yes, he does. Bye-bye, squad. Oh, splat. Very, very nice work, and he's going to pound the hell out of this one. Is he going to lose two? Oh, lucky there was no grenade going on. That was absolutely... Tex just completely fucked up all that great work he just did. Do you have a Wraithlord out? That's a very, very weird paint scheme on the Wraithlord though. I don't really like these shiny colours some people use. And a second Dreadnought coming out, because that first one was so effective. Awesome retreat path again. Lol, 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 lol. No. Oh, I missed the... Looks like the Warp Spider. Is that the same? No, is he just never been rebuilt? That's where he died before, isn't it? And here comes... Yes, time to retreat out. He has got the support. But of course, these guys are just going to teleport in and just start shooting the hell out of this worshipping group. And they're going to have to get the hell out of here. Looks like he didn't have enough time to actually save the Blood Crusher from... Oh, and here comes another Dreadlord. Man. So, like, yeah, so he had to retreat back into the worship, you know, because that sort of time-slowing grenade was going to go off on him. But it didn't really help. I think that Hammer should really be looking at getting a second Warp Spider squad. Is he going to be able to take down this guy? He is putting the power shot in. Oh, and there goes, once again, getting the grenade off, which will save that dude completely. And Tex does have a lot of red. He is getting the corn, or the Hugbot, as it's being called by various people. And he does have the red. He could probably do that really tricky little summon again. He's worshipping to heal up his Blood Crusher. And meanwhile, his Sorcerer is out and about doing some capping as always. And surprise! There's a freaking Dreadnought right in front of you. Perfect example of how that works. And there goes the... Oh man, this is gonna be bad. Here comes the Blood Crusher. Man, that worship is incredibly powerful. He has got the Shuriken Cannon upgrade on the Wraith Lord. He probably should have been thinking about getting the Bright Lance to turn it into an anti-vehicle unit. And once again, the worship is going off. This is looking extremely bad for Hammer. My cat is standing in front of my fucking monitor and I can't bloody see what is going on. Looks like he's going to try to teleport up and take out the worshippers. He does force them off. And now there's a lot of problem. But Tex has got the wreck. Are we going to see that mass teleport again? Here comes Pillar of Fire. Amazingly awesome ability. Does not really affect a lot of the units that are on the field. Oh my god, that is... What the fuck is this shit, says Hammer. I'll tell you what this is. That is how to play Chaos Sorcerer, baby. And boom! Mass teleport to safety. Jesus Christ, Tex, you are fucking good at this game. It is depressing. I can't fucking believe this. And rightly so, man. That was a pretty awesome move we just saw. That sort of global that put all the things down and shot the hell out of everybody. Very, 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 very good move, and it's a lot of people complain about it. It is just so powerful against units, and doing it on top of his own heavy Blood Crusher and Chaos Dreadnought is just, I mean, you know, it's exactly how it's meant to be used. And it looks like he's going to lose his CSMs. What are you doing? Get the hell out of here. Here comes the grenade. And boom! Grenade goes off too early. There's a second one! Oh. Lucky. That was pretty lucky. Let's have another Chaos group out. Is he busy repairing? Where's his Heretics? It looks like they're just starting to repair now. Looks like they've decided to repair... Yes, they were repairing the Blood Crusher for a second there. And now Hammer is a bit flustered. Tex has used that move twice, and I mean, it's a very, very, very powerful move. And finally, out comes a Falcon, one of my favourite units in the entire game. Yes, there's no point in doing a power harass, like, whatever. There is not a lot of because getting a Zinch on the Tech Marines. There's not a lot of anti-AV for Tex's army, so I think that this Falcon is going to be a real problem, especially if he gets some of the shield upgrades and stuff. Look at that map control. I mean, Holy is just so good at... While all that shit was going on, all that massive beating, he's just continually capping and capping and capping the map. The only thing that's keeping Tex in this game is his heroic level of unit preservation. I mean, he has lost a heretic squad, but I mean, he just does not have the map control to reinforce. There's a nice retreat, and you can see instantly retreating. He's kind of taking no... Oh! Wow, that was pretty painful. And there goes the Chaos Sorcerer's ability. He obviously, now he has the Robes of Torment and the Rod of Warfire. And these guys are going to have to get the hell out of here. Does the Warp Spider have a teleport? He could teleport up and then drop another grenade on him. Looks like he does not have the power to do that though. Now if Tex has the money, he'll probably get a Plague Marine, because those guys own. But the fact that HoLyHammer has not been able to replace, or has chosen not to replace, his Banshees is really interesting to me, because Tex's entire army is ranged. Oops, sorry Warp Spider, you're about to get shot at. And here comes the Hugbot. This time the Falcon is here for support, but looks like the Blood Crusher is going to be in the background, and that's going to run straight towards the Falcon, and that's going to force the retreat. And Holy just does not have an answer for this composition here. He still has not bought the obvious unit, which is the Bright Lance, which is, you know, I mean, I understand why he hasn't even thought of buying the Bright Lance, but seriously, it's still a unit that still does it. Looks like I just missed the Chaos Sorcerer being killed by this little scout group. Oops, here comes a Blood Crusher. And here comes an Artak call in right on top of those. They are going to have to get the hell out of here. And this is not going to be good. Ooh, and there's the slowing grenade. This is his chance to take out that Blood Crusher. He's going to try and hang around with those heretics as long as possible to keep that regen going. And will he be able to get out of both of these people's line? Ooh, this looks like it could be a tremendous problem. The Hugbox are coming in. Boom. Just rebought all his stuff, and the Artak is going to go one-on-one with the Chaos Sorcerer, which is probably not the best idea. Splat! Dreadnoughts are fucking awesome. This Falcon is doing a really fantastic job. I'm not sure if that is actually the unit that allows them to reinforce on the field, but he is completely unsupported at the moment, and he will lose this fight with the Blood Crusher. This could be a deciding loss. The Blood Crusher is going to just take him out, and that is absolutely drastic news for Holy. And here comes the kiting again. Of course, even with that grenade, when the grenade is on and they do put on that slowing down thing, it does not actually slow him down too much, but you do see it actually stops the attacking. And then as soon as he gets the attack again, boom, teleport the hell out of there. Look at the damage that Dreadnought took. Looks like he does get a couple of kills. Is he going to try and get onto those? Yep, there's another. Boom. Fuck you, little guy. Let's have a look at this diseased, dead corpse that just got eaten. Fucking Eldar scum. And the Falcon is being replaced. Good choice. But Tex is really in a strong position now. The only thing that HoLy's got going for him is that he has ridiculous map control. He has got, look at his power. You know, Tex really needs to, why is this guy idle? Do something. HoLy has the map control. He should just be trying to spam out some units. Oh, and there's the warp fire. Oh, fucking die, older. Wow, that does so much damage, it's just insane. Blood Crusher call-in. Not quite sure what the point of that is. I guess he just wants to hold on to the 3 cap because we are at 22:36. Because you got to remember, through all this, I'm just watching the game and I can't even keep up with the multitasking needed to keep all these capping units keeping around. He just had to defend this unit here, and that's why I did that little call down. And this is going to be a GG. Wow. That was a really fantastic game. Some excellent sorcerer play there. Some really, there was really good, you know what happened? HoLyHammer was doing really well with his map control and his capping and all this kind of stuff. I just think what it came down to is that Tex had a plan for his sorcerer and those pushes into his base, and that just completely threw Hammer. Hammer did not have an answer for that, and he lost key units and he never really was able to replace them, and that was pretty much where everything started to go wrong. By all accounts, he should have won. Look at his map control. Look, with all those units he lost, look at the score, 22-0. Man, that was an insanely good game. And I will catch you next time. Okay, is that over? Still going?